All right, back we go in the market. Do something different today. It is Tuesday, January 19th. This is a midday recap. Stock market is back. It's on fire again. I'm going to go over pretty much, all these small caps move from pre-market morning. You could say, anywhere from like 7 a.m. to 11. 9:30, 11 is the biggest explosive moves. And then 12, you get the lunch break, 12 to 2. Then after 2 to 4, then you get the secondary moves for the next day that happen. So let's take a look today. What happened with ACRS? This move was incredible. That's why too you got to get up early. Excuse me. Yeah, it depends where you're at, West Coast, East Coast, but these moves happen early, and the news pops a lot of times 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Now this was a pretty crazy move. You don't see this that often, but the move set up early, and on this move, as you can see my chart right here, this is 7 a.m. Then you get a move here sideways, 8, and then it kept dip buying. Now the time you're up here near the open, 14. This is run $8. Excuse me. And then look at this, you're at like 19. So a big part of the move's over. And you don't know, could dump here. So sometimes the move's pre-market. Now look at the volume here, 23,000. Over here, it's 1 million. So it's less volume, but you can get in. It just really depends. It's very iffy situation. Now, it had good news. That always helps. So let's take a look at this stuff. Excuse me. So what happened today with this? ACRS Therapeutics announces positive preliminary top-line data from 12-week phase 2A trial of oral ATI 450 moderate to severe. I gotta hit this whole link. Severe rheumatoid arthritis. So big move on this. And when did this come out? Well, FinBiz had 7 a.m. Other services, I think there's been Ziggo Pro, other things. You get news like right away. You got to pay for it. It's pretty expensive, but this was the move on this. And now income, they have minus 57 million, sales 6 million, floats 37 million. That's pretty good. It's not super low, but it doesn't matter. That's low enough. And what do they do? They develop drug candidates, immune inflammatory diseases, United States. Um, Topical solutions for keratosis, etc. So they have a lot going on, and it's founded 2012 in Wayne, Pennsylvania. I'm from Philadelphia, so it's not too far. To announce its positive top line data. That is huge news. Now, like I said, that came out 7 a.m. 7:05. Look at this candle. One big candle. There you go. We're out and we're off the races. So people start seeing this. People get up. Day traders all around the world. This moves to the 10 line. Now, when you have momentum like this, it keeps going. I mean, you can jump in right away. I mean, when it's going up like that, you're playing line to line here. You don't know, where it could stop. That's pure momentum. But on these, you want to wait for where this is going to stop. Where's the base? And right here, look at this 10 line. Get it in the 9 line. Now we're back and forth. That is great. Sideways action after a breakup is consolidation. Now, volume's not telling that. It's pre market. But so this goes to 9. Next move, look at this big move up. Let me get back to that too. The 9. So when you have this, you can make this a 950 line. See how tight this is? How are you going to do that? That'll break through all these lines. You got to widen the line. You can even make it, I guess, a $2 line if you want to play it, but you just do less shares. $1 line is not bad here. It's not bad. So you can either play the 9 line or the break of 10. Now, a lot of times breaking over the high a day, you're playing the high day. It's kind of more dangerous because it's run, it might not work and then you're stopped out. But on positive news, relative low float, top gainer in the morning, you put that all together, it makes sense. So either playing the pullback here, dip level, or the break. Then we go to here, we keep going. Near the open, gets real volatile. Shooting star. It comes back to this 13 EMA. Look at this 13 EMA. Say it, touch. And on a break too, you want it closer to your 13 EMA not to buy. I noticed that too. I back tested that. See right here? You don't want to buy here. You want to buy it closer. See, like it's very close to that 13 EMA. That means the next move is probably up if it bounces. All right, I'm back. My mouse froze, computer froze. All right, so then we go up here and this will dips back to like the 1350 level. Then off we go again. Another dip. Off we go again. Then we're up here. Yeah, we're pretty high up, 19. It's looking like it's running out of steam here a little bit. So the main thing you see too, look at this 13 EMA. It never went really sideways or completely down like that. See that line? Straight up line. This is a buy all day with news. And like you said, I've said this before, my bottom part, this is my screen. Here, when I get to here, this is my middle part. I know if I go above that, have extreme caution because it's run over the middle. I have a low part. That's when you get in. That's the best chance to win. Your middle, my middle's around here. Now, once you get over here, that's your top part. And the chances are, because of the run, that you could be, could fall back from there because it's run so far. So this is 6 and 19. It's a 25. So you add that together, it's 25, 12. See about the 12 zone. There you go. Your middle part as you're going up too. So this was a home run. Anyone caught this? This is a huge trade. Smart traders knew this when you did this, and when you have news pre-market, is a tremendous move there. So that's how it works on that. And let me just see this on the weekly. Yeah, this is one that's run from 32 and all the way down. This bottomed at $1. Imagine if you bought this at $1, sitting on the beach somewhere. And that's the thing too. This looks like it has a lot of like drugs or whatever stuff in the pipeline. When this stock's bottoms, it's not going out of business anytime soon. This stock, so that's when you take shots on certain companies. You gotta look deeper. So this is at 18 with the 19. Looks like 19 levels, a little bit of resistance. I mean, once we got past this, looks like up here maybe 20. Um, yeah, we'll see what this does. Maybe this rolls over a little bit and goes sideways, but there it is on that. Guys, get down the list here. So we got going. All right, GRTS. This was a move straight up. This was 6:05 a.m. We went up, touched this 950 line. Look at this. How many times we touched it? Like 5, 6 times. Came back, and you start to see a pattern. You just see patterns. A channel 750, and then here we go. The open started to break up, and right here you just have your line. Is it going to break over again? This time it does. For some reason they took it weird, like 11 a.m. and it took off. There you go. Wasn't enough juice here, and they just really pushed it over the 950 line. And that was a really good gain. It's a $3 gain. GRTS. Was there news on this? Gritstone advances second generation COVID-19 vaccine coral program with support from NIAID program. There you go. Another COVID news says 9 million float on FinBiz. Their immune oncology company engages in developing tumor-specific cancer immunotherapies to fight cancer types. They have a phase 1, phase 2, etc. They have a collaboration with Bluebird Bio, founded 2015, Emeryville, California. So again, this had news. Just on my list here, my low float. Yeah, this is my list. Here's another one. See this? Look at the daily chart. Gap. Here's your rounding U. This took like months. It took like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 months, and then you start to come up. The total reversal, and eventually we explode. That's exactly the chart you'll see over and over. Eventually, look at that big U shape, then explosion up. Total reversal. So once we're here, you're floating your floor, you're away from your 1320 MA, and then it explodes today with COVID news. And then right here, see this 950 line? You're seeing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 touches. And then, Who knows? It touched so many times. But once you see this and you see this low getting higher again, this wasn't pre-market either, and it takes off. For some reason, they pushed it. I'm not sure why. That's why you can never explain anything. But pretty much is a line here. You're basically 750 to 950 back and forth. And they just took it up then. So good COVID news. That was a home run. Here's Sens. I talked about this one too in my video. Check my videos out. My Cayman Trades on YouTube. I have tons of these small caps. I like listed buy sell lines, what this was going to do. I said this, you wanted to hold 150. They come back, but it's been floating up. And look what this did. Pre-market low to high. Again, this is the best screen. Look how low this is. It didn't start here, then it's not going to keep going. What was the volume to? About 288,000. So 150 starts to grind. Look at this. The volume just grinds up. Your 1320. Look at this. Smooth. It doesn't even touch the whole way. So that's why low to high is the best play if you're getting a pre-market on these, or even from the screen. You don't want it stop like this. They do that, and then they come right down. They're super pumps. These are gradual moves. They're just grinding out, going long. This is a great move. 150 to 290. And the whole thing is there's really no buy here. My signal too is when you this is the 5 minute, doesn't even touch the 13. Let it prove it touches, and then it'll bounce. Most of the time touches. If not, then you sell. To hold longer. We all want to hold longer. All right. Sensonics announces a positive coverage decision for Eversense CGM Emblem Health. So that was good news. So there you go. Look at this. On fire. Great long. And your great longs, most of the time, are your top 5 stocks. But down the list, too, it could depend. Down the list, most people don't look. They're just looking for the first top gainers. All right, let's go to Givo. This one started 4:05 a.m. That's what I mean. See, look at the move. It started at 4:05. Already moved from like over $1. And then it went sideways. Now it's good consolidation. Didn't go back down. Held pretty much this 850 line, then exploded up. Probably had news. Givo congratulates Nobel Prize winner and co-founder Francis Arnold for being named President-elect Joe Biden's science team. So this one, 850. Look at this, the 11. Big run up. So it was hit that 9 level. You're going sideways. You're drawing lines here. There's the first line, 825. So it touched 1, 2, 3. And then we rounded up. There you go. Quick move on that with good news. And you want news. Sometimes stocks don't have news. Just a little bit more shakier when you don't have news. All right, here's INUV. This is a pop 405 AM. Look at this straight pop. That's what I mean when it's straight pop. It's straight up so fast and went sideways. This did take off a little bit though. So this was a low move, real fast, the sideways and pop, but it's too congested here. See these lines? You're just bouncing, very choppy. All right, TRXC. This is at 4:05 a.m. 210 to 230. Big move up 7 a.m. Look at that. Then we came back. This is straight momentum. Found support and took off. This is a harder move again. See it straight up. Came back. You're looking like where's it going to bounce, and it did. But choppy candles. It got better though as the day went on. Tougher move though. There. Just a pop up. See this? Not much going on here. Start to gain momentum. Yeah, 150. This exploded. Look at this candle. Then you have 180 high a day, and this took off. So a lot of times you have pop ups, and they continue to move. NDRA. See, this is a high move. 4:30 a.m. Crashed, and then it bounced. A lot of these are bouncing too. Even the ones that are going up high, they're not going short the whole way now. Like the last few weeks have been so strong. So this bounce here. PEI, Pennsylvania Trust, Real Estate Trust. Look at this stock. This was killed with the coronavirus. Excuse me. went to 50 cents here. Look at this. This thing went up to one. Look at it held up one line. You can draw a line right here. That's a descending triangle. This exploded today. And I'm watching CNBC. Talking to Mike Wilson, Morgan Stanley. Is a correction coming? But the stock market's been on fire because of stimulus. We keep getting big, big stimulus packages. We're probably getting another one soon. And, it's been on fire. That's why the stock market keeps going up. Eventually they're going to pull the rug and it's going to be a big drop, but it's not happening right now. It won't happen until you see it's happening. So 140, look at this. Right here to 150. That's a clean line right over that. Big hammer. See it? Touch the 13, bounced off. Everyone's looking at the 13, 9, maybe 20. That's why the 13 EMA, this is the 20 EMA. And then we take off. Look at that. Big long right now. All right, CLXT. It's not that good. This is CHNR. Total move up, drop. And then look at that bounce. You don't see that. Like, it's a crazy move. You can't really get in that move. I mean, you don't want to. You get in here, maybe see it breaking out. This is what I mean. A real tough, straight up momentum move. That's extremely fast. And you want to look for better moves than that. All right, here's AMC. This is a great long. We talked about this. The two zone. Call this two zone. See this back in March, April. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, almost 4 touches. Came back November again. Look at this right here again. They had bankruptcy. They were talking about, but what was the news here? AMC Entertainment Holdings jumps 6% today. IMAX movie industry rebound. It'll be like the Roaring 20s. Cash crunch doesn't bode well for AMC Entertainment. It was the 15th. AMC raised $200 million December. So, the big move down, this bounce November, again, washed down the 2. That 2 line is huge. You can see it's forming a triangle here. Eventually it's going to break out or break down. Big, heavy volume here. People were long here, or shorts were getting out. So, you can draw a line right here. Once we get over 2, and this is a big move. Now, where's this going to go? It looks like Finviz has a line from September all the way down across right about here. So it's touching right at this. See this? Here. Has to break this line. This is a longer term line. So if we get over 3 and hold, we could go up to 450. So bounce up, bounce down. Yeah, it's a dangerous play because their income's minus 365. Wait a minute, it's 36.56 million. Is it 3 billion minus, or it says million? 365 million. I don't know, but again, you play lines too. Think forward. Look at this here, and here. Touch it to a bounce. So it was a great long. It was oversold. Yeah, it's getting sort of extended here, but it might have. That's a big candle. So see what it does after that. See if this trend line, they might bring it down a little bit again, but who knows? That's a great long. TENX, look at this, shot up, straight down. That's only a straight up move. Straight up, back down. All right, here. Gilt, kind of a weird move, and this took off. FRSX. Let's see what else we got here. Nerve. See? Straight up pull. Then it goes from here to top of your screen, then it fades. Now it could bounce. Some of them are bouncing now, but that's not a good long setup. That's a short setup. IZA, see this? This is more, it's a little bit like it. The volume was not there, but then it faded. And if it comes up, it comes up. See it crossing over. That's because the market's so strong. LAC, 2450, all the way up to 2850. Big run up. This was sort of a sideways, sort of lower move. Found legs, and look, once it gets over this 1320 EMA at the open, they took it off. And this is all because the market's so strong. This is ICLK. Pure momentum. Pure momentum. If you catch one of these, it's pure momentum right now because they're going long. INSG. See right here, low move. And then what do you have here? You have this candle right here. It's a hammer. That tells you they hammered the bottom, today's open, and then they take it off. So that's a key signal early in these moves. Saba, what is fire? Let's go in the list here, see what we got. TMA. Mark. Acor over 7. XONA, look at this, 1625, lift off. Everything's moving. What's the market's up? What are we up today? 122. Going down the list. There's so many stocks moving now. But like I said, the top 5, you're going to get great news probably in the morning, most of these stocks. You know, a lot of good news like that. ACRS, that's why you got to get up. Try to get up like 6 a.m. because if a move happens like that, you're ready. You can get in early. People just trade the open. I mean, most of the time that move's not going to happen. You're not going to see that, but it's always good to be prepared and see what stocks are moving to. You just don't want to jump in anything. It's hard to be successful that way, or even set up a swing. Here's ship. Talked about this too, filling that gap in my penny stock videos. See here, the market's strong. This one up, came back, still far away from your 13 EMA. It's holding up. This wants to break one. It looks like break of one, and then yeah, who knows? Things are just running so good here. So here it is, ACRS. Big run here to here. When the news breaks on this and it's positive news, bio, small cap, you know, the run up here, see this? I don't trade before 7 a.m. I wait till after 8 and I look at it. So when this went sideways, I mean, that's when you get in. On positive news, bio, relatively, strong. It was the leader in the morning. Look at the volume too. You're already at 80,000, 20, 100,000. It's very good volume. So you just put a few things on that list. You just don't want to jump in any stock pre-market. So most of the time I'm like 90, 10%. I'll trade the open, not the pre-market. But this is why getting up, just be prepared. You have a routine each day. So there we go. All right, this is a quick video pre-market to noon rundown today, and we will be back later. I'll do some small caps. We've been on fire lately. Appreciate the YouTube growing, the views, everything, giving financial information, stock information. That's it. Please subscribe to Mike Game and Trades on YouTube. Peace.